So then I dropped some garlic and croutons on there, and the rest is salad history. I made the best salad ever, people, and now I'm making the best app. The Caesar Sportsbook app got live in-game betting, parlays, and Caesar rewards. Caesar salad ain't got nothing on my app. Nothing!
Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call, text, or chat 1-888-532-3500. Download the Caesar Sportsbook app. Your app is ready, Emperor.
What does it mean to be an American? Just what are our American values? Working hard to succeed, loving God, country, and family, being honest, strong, and compassionate.
Supporting our Constitution and recognizing that we are blessed to be living in America, the greatest country in the world.
Our Bill of Rights protects us, our freedoms of worship, speech, and privacy, our right to own firearms, our right to trial by jury,
our right to be free, to live our own lives without some bureaucrat telling us what to do. Most countries don't have these rights.
Want to know more? It's all there in the book. Get your own free book, The U.S. Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. Then read it again, and this time share it with your friends. Our great Constitution is the basis of all of our freedoms, our inalienable rights. Get your own copy at freeusbook.com.
Brought to you by the American Media Council.
Good morning from Dallas, Texas. This is Daybreak USA for Tuesday, July 20th, 2021. It is 6 minutes after the hour. I am Chris O'Sullivan. And let's get to this morning's top headlines. Yesterday, we saw the Dow fall to its lowest level since October amid growing concerns about the global spread of the Delta variant of the coronavirus that causes COVID-19. The Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped about 2.9%, shedding about 726 points, or 2.1% lower at 33,962 to mark its steepest slide since October of 2020. The S&P index finished at 1.59% down, and the NASDAQ composite finished at 1.6 down. So we are going to be watching the markets today to see if there's a rebound. Some economists are not so much worried about the Delta variant and the potential outcome of this variant. But one thing a lot of economists have pointed out to, that the market is overdue for a correction period, which is very similar to some of the correction periods we did see at the end of 2019, early 2020, and even last year during the peak of the pandemic, even when we were turning the corner, economically speaking. And speaking of the Delta variant, it is being reported that in Los Angeles County in California, where Los Angeles County is now recording more than 100,000 coronavirus cases in 1 week, a pace not seen since March, an alarming sign of the dangers the Delta variant poses to the people who have not been vaccinated, and heightening pressure on health officials to reverse the trend. A Los Angeles Times data analysis found LA County was recording 100 weekly coronavirus cases for every 100,000 residents, up from 12 from the 7-day period that ended on June 15th. That means that the country has surpassed the threshold to have the high community transmission of the disease, the worst tier as defined by the U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention. We'll be keeping an eye on that, and hopefully we can turn the corner on the Delta variant as other countries have, and we can just still go about our lives, which is the main goal. Speaking about going about one's life, the Department of Homeland Security has issued a warning to South Florida boaters planning to take part in a flotilla to Cuba. It is legal for boaters to depart with the intent to travel to Cuba for any purposes without a permit, according to an advisory they had issued on Thursday. The Department of Homeland Security said in the advisory that any boater intended to enter Cuba territory waters must get permission from the U.S. Coast Guard. Violators risk facing fines of $25,000 a day and 10 years in prison, the advisory said. Not that we probably will see any of that prosecuted, as some people are going to make an attempt with this flotilla. I can't imagine the Justice Department wanting to prosecute somebody trying to help somebody gain their freedom. the founding principle of this nation. People who bring foreign nationals into the U.S. illegally risk facing fines of up to $250,000 a day and a 5-year in-prison sentence. The department also said the trip planned for Monday has been pushed to Thursday, so we will be monitoring that. Also, another thing we are monitoring, yesterday a sentence was handed down in one of the rioters from the January 6th storming of the Capitol. A crane operator from Florida who breached the U.S. Senate chamber carrying a presidential campaign flag was sentenced Monday to 8 months behind bars, the first punishment handed down for a felony charge in the January 6th event, and one that could help determine the severity of sentences in hundreds of pending cases. In pronouncing the sentence of the defendant, and we will not be giving them any glory by mentioning their names, U.S. District Judge Randolph Moss said that the 38-year-old had played a role, if not significant as others, in one of the worst episodes in American history. Thousands of rioters loyal to a presidential candidate stormed the Capitol and disrupted the certification of now President Biden's election win in a stunning display of public violence. So we'll see what happens now as more of these court cases do come about. Also, in the news that we are following this morning, Microsoft Exchange hack caused by China, the U.S. and allies have said. The Biden China on Monday for a massive attack of the Microsoft Exchange email server software and asserted that criminal hackers associated with the Chinese government have carried out ransomware attacks on behalf of the Chinese government. So we will definitely see what happens there and how Beijing will respond to these latest allegations, which they are sure to deny. One thing that we will be watching is the space race. No, not between Russia and America. The battle of the billionaire space race, as today Jeff Bezos will take flight and becoming the latest billionaire in just the last few weeks to slip the soul bonds of Earth, if you will, to touch the stars of the new frontier that we all are still discovering. The wealthiest man on the planet, Jeff Bezos, will ride his own rocket to outer space today, a key moment for a fledgling industry seeking to make the final frontier accessible to elite tourists. Blue Origin has planned its first crewed mission, an 11-minute hop from West Texas to beyond the Carmen. The line heads back again to coincide with the 52nd anniversary of the first moon landing. Okay. We are going to have more for you after these words. It is coming up on 12 after the hour here on Daybreak USA. From Dallas, Texas, I am Chris O'Sullivan. Good morning.
Hi, I'm Wayne Alaroot, and I'm in the best shape of my life. I love working out hard every day, but I turned 60 this year, and working out can cause some serious aches and pains. I was commiserating with my buddy Jay Schrader, the Super Bowl champion and former Raiders quarterback, about the challenges of staying in great shape for anyone over age 50. Jay said I had to try sonsoflibertycbd.com, and it would heal my body, mind, and soul. He was right. No more aches and pains. I feel like $1 million. Finding quality CBD, not easy. But Sons of Liberty CBD, highest quality CBD I've ever seen. CBD is not pot. It won't get you high. It's 100% legal. It's 100% American made. CBD is mainstream and it works. For my listeners, sonsoflibertycbd.com is offering a discount of 15% off every product if you use the code WAR15 at checkout. Even better, you can combine this discount with their subscription discount for 25% off. Please support veteran-owned, service-disabled, small business, Sons of Liberty, CBD.com. Just say WAR15 to get 25% off.
Nothing is more important than your vote. Now, lawmakers across America are pushing for election integrity to make sure your vote really counts. All this week, Newsmax's Sean Spicer and Lindsay Keith are exposing the flaws in our voting systems and how to fix them. Make sure you watch Spicer and Company tonight on Newsmax for the real truth about your vote and how Texas, Georgia, Pennsylvania, Arizona, and more are in the crosshairs. Everyone is watching Newsmax. It's on all major cable systems. If your operator doesn't carry it, call them, tell them you want Newsmax, or you can switch. And you can watch Newsmax on most streaming systems like Roku, Samsung, LG, Pluto, Xumo, and more. Plus, download the free Newsmax app on your phone and start watching now. Newsmax is your trusted news source. Every night, watch great shows, starting with Spicer and Company, Greg Kelly, Grant Stinchfield, Cortez and Pellegrino, and a lot more. Go to Newsmax for real news. Watch it today.
My feet hurt. So when Mike Lindell told me about his new My Slipper, I just had to try it. It's more than a bedroom slipper. It's an indoor-outdoor slipper with a 3-tier cushioning system that combines 2 layers of foam with a patented impact gel to keep you from wanting to ever take them off. I love them. They're comfortable, beautifully finished with leather suede, faux fur linings, and an indoor-outdoor sole. And Mike guarantees this will be the most comfortable slipper you'll ever own, or you'll get your money back. 60-day money-back guarantee, 1-year warranty, and you can save 40% when you go to MyPillow.com. Click on the radio listener special, use my promo code USA, or call 1-800-951-8175. Mention USA Radio when you get to give them the promo code USA, and they will take good care of you. Save 60% on just about anything on the MyPillow website when you use my promo code USA. MyPillow.com, my slippers.
Up next, Good Housekeeping's registered dietitian Stephanie Sassos joins us with some of the mag's most favorite plant-powered summer eats. Good morning to you, Stephanie. So, what do you have to share with our audience this morning?
Well, like you said, today we're talking all things plant-based snacks for summer that are bursting with flavor and nutrients. And all of these snacks have our Good Housekeeping Nutritionist approved emblem, which is designed to help you shop smarter at the grocery store and make healthy choices for you and the whole family. So the first item that we have is Almond Breeze Vanilla Unsweetened Almond Milk. Now, this is a great option for people who are looking to limit sugar because it has no added sugar whatsoever and is low on the glycemic index. It's lactose, gluten, and soy-free, has only 1 gram of carb and 30 calories per serving, and get this, it has 50% more calcium than dairy milk. It's also an excellent source of vitamins D and E. I love that it has a really smooth, creamy consistency, and you can use it in things like smoothies, cereal, coffee, or as a dairy swap in practically any recipe. The original unsweetened variety is a really nice option as well. And next up, we have the goodness of grapes. Grapes not only are delicious, but they're really good for you too. They contain a natural, unique blend of polyphenols and antioxidants that have multiple health benefits from heart, skin, GI, and even brain health. Most recently, and this is pretty fascinating stuff, some research showed that eating 2¼ cups of grapes daily for 2 weeks actually increased resistance to sunburn and reduced markers of UV damage at the cellular level, which is pretty fascinating. Grapes from California are also super hydrating. They have 82% water content, which is even amazing for your skin. Now, I like them as a snack on their own, but you can even pickle them, roast them, and grill them. Visit grapesfromcalifornia.com for over 300 fantastic, unique recipes. And grapes pair really well with our next snack, Wonderful Pistachios. These are a plant protein powerhouse. They come in a variety of delicious flavors, and they're a source of complete protein, which means they have all 9 essential amino acids. They also have about 90% of their fats are unsaturated, and they're going to give you a dose of fiber too. So between the healthy fats, the fiber, and the plant-based protein, you have a trio of nutrients that may help keep you full all day long. And really, the flavors that they come in are totally divine. Next up, your new favorite apple, the Cosmic Crisp apple. If you haven't tried a Cosmic Crisp yet, you are missing out. These are classically bred. They're grown in Washington State. To give you an idea, they're a cross between an Enterprise apple and a Honeycrisp apple. They are large and juicy and firm and just totally delicious. They have a really great crisp texture, and they're probably the most versatile apple out there. So check out CosmicCrisp.com for some amazing recipes, and they're really nice for baking too. And last but not least, one of our favorite summertime snacks, sweet Northwest cherries. This superfruit can help prevent chronic inflammatory diseases like arthritis, cancer, heart disease, and diabetes. And sweet cherries actually contain a powerful antioxidant called anthocyanins, which can help reduce markers of tissue inflammation and are really great for boosting cognition in older adults with mild to moderate dementia. Plus, they contain serotonin, tryptophan, and melatonin, which can help improve a good night's sleep. And of course, they are amazingly yummy and divine.
Stephanie Sassos, great great information you're giving us this morning. So happy you are joining us this morning. Where can we find out more information about everything we've talked about this morning, and where can we follow you on social media?
Yeah, so you can visit goodhousekeeping.com or pick up the latest issue of Good Housekeeping on newsstands now, and follow Good Housekeeping on all social media platforms.
Stephanie, great pleasure to have you this morning. I will say, as a big fanboy of the pistachios, they are like the best snack ever invented by man. So I have to put that out there. All right. Well, Stephanie, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Hope to have you back sooner than later here on Daybreak USA. And we'd like to thank Stephanie Sassos for joining us this morning for the partnered interview.
Now you can fly anywhere in the world and pay discount prices on your airline tickets. Book a flight today to London, Paris, Madrid, or anywhere else you want to go. And pay a lot less guaranteed. Call the International Travel Department right now at Low Cost Airlines.
800-215-5141. 800-215-5141. That's 800-215-5141.
Learn how thousands of smart homeowners are investing about $1 to avoid expensive home repair bills. John, a former non-customer, said, "My air conditioner broke and I had to spend $1,900 to fix it." Jeff, a customer, wrote, "My air conditioner broke and I got a new one at no out-of-pocket cost." Mary, a former non-customer, wrote, "My heating system stopped running. I had to spend $3,000 to get a new one." Lisa, a customer, wrote, "My heater stopped working. I got it fixed at no out-of-pocket cost. For about $1 a day, you can have all the major appliances and systems in your home guaranteed fixed or replaced with HSC's home warranty coverage. Call now, and the first month is free. If the lines are busy, please call back."
Call now, 800-238-9182, 800-238-9182, 800-238-9182. Again, that's 800-238-9182.
Dish TV is better than cable TV. Why? Because you can save 45% on packages compared to your high-priced cable bill. Wow. Take those giant scissors out and cut the cable and save with Dish TV. Plus, you get a free DVR upgrade to record your favorite shows and free installation. And with Dish Anywhere, you can watch TV for free on your mobile device. Act fast. You can save hundreds of dollars. Does your cable company do that for you? I don't think so. Get all the best TV programming at your fingertips at a fraction of the price of cable TV. So say adios, arrivederci, goodbye to the high cable bill and save up to 45% on Dish TV packages today. These are limited time offers and can change at any time. Call fast. 800-610-5739, 800-610-5739, 800-610-5739. That's 800-610-5739.
Attention seniors on Medicare and Medicaid or receiving extra help for your prescription drugs. We have great news. You can change or enroll into a Medicare plan every 3 months if you qualify, all from the comfort and safety of your own home, over the phone. No one even needs to come to your home. And in minutes, we'll tell you all about some additional new Medicare benefits for you, like dental, vision, hearing, transportation, and more. Call us. We'll explain all your new Medicare benefits. Premiums are as low as $0 per month. Even if you are not paying anything for your coverage now, you need to call our licensed agents to review your plan. There are zero-cost plans available in some areas. Don't wait till next year. Get all the Medicare benefits you deserve. Call a licensed agent today.
800-461-2114. 800-461-2114. That's 800-461-2114. Paid for by Senior Choice Plans.
Welcome back. Good to see you. 23 minutes after the hour. Rod Without Ray on Daybreak USA. Chris is here, and there was so much stuff over the weekend. I don't even know what to talk about first. I really don't. It's that deep Bandini, as they would say. Kind of an interesting appearance from George Conway, Kellyanne's boss, her real boss. He had something to say about Mike Pence's speech from the day before.
As I said that day, January 6th was a dark day in the history of the United States Capitol. But thanks to the swift action of the Capitol Police and federal law enforcement, violence was quelled. The Capitol was secured. And that same day, we reconvened the Congress and did our duty under the Constitution and the laws of the United States. You know, President Trump and I have spoken many times since we left office. And I don't know if we'll ever see eye to eye on that day.
Well, it really was a remarkable speech that he gave last night. I mean, he's just downplaying the most significant disagreement you could ever possibly have, which is whether or not democracy in the United States should continue. I mean, the former president basically he incited an insurrection that was essentially trying to stop the election of his successor. And Mike Pence, Vice President Pence, to his credit, stood up for the law, stood up for the Constitution. It's just not something where you can just say, well, we don't quite see eye to eye about it, like it might be whether or not you should spend $50 million more or less on infrastructure. It's just a remarkable attempt to downplay the significance of what happened on January 6th. And it's just crazy that he's doing that. And at the same time, you know, he's going to think that he's going to harm himself. He's worried about harming himself by standing up for democracy is really just a depressing and stunning thing.
It certainly is. By the way, Mike, if you are listening, and I know occasionally you do, yes, because everyone listens occasionally. If you think you're getting your old gig back, all this that we've heard about the president being put back into office in August, nobody has mentioned Mike Pence. Did you end up on the persona non gratis list? Why isn't anybody mentioning Mike Pence's name? You were the sound of reasoning around there. A lot of times you ended up being the adult in the room. I'm sure you didn't like that job particularly. Somebody had to do it. It's amazing that it needed to be done, but it was. And that speech was kind of a mea culpa. At the same time, it was also a divorce speech. It was like a double header. And it left you just empty. Because here was a man whose life was put at stake by his boss. And yet, his boss didn't do anything about it. But they've spoken since then. But his name never comes up in conversation. And most people say, well, if in fact Donald Trump does run again, that he would never put Mike Pence again in as vice president. And I believe that. It's such a weird situation. I know we're going to be doing some weather here in a couple minutes, but they have been rolling in California over the last 3 days. Some 50 earthquakes, all the way from the Salton Sea, which is between Brawley, California, and Palm Springs, California, all the way up to the Mojave Desert, about maybe 200 miles due west of Las Vegas, like the center point between Vegas and Bakersfield, California. 11 minutes ago, they had a 2.2 magnitude earthquake at a depth of 5 kilometers. These are fairly close to surface earthquakes. The biggest one overnight was about 40 minutes ago a 3.0 in the San Diego area. But overnight there were 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 quakes of a magnitude of 1.6 or more. That's usually the minimum quake that the United States Geological Services Bureau will put out. But in the last 16 hours, 3 at a 3.0 or more magnitude. There was a 5 on Saturday. And now, my family moved to California for the first time in 1957. Ever since then, the big one is coming. I've never believed it. I now believe maybe it's coming. 65 years, maybe they'll be right finally. Bottom of the hour on Daybreak USA.
My name Nipsey Hussle. I'm from LA.
From 30 for 30 Podcast and The Undefeated, this is the King of Crenshaw.
I would be lying to say I wasn't inspired and influenced by Nip.
It was a celebration of blackness.
We're not just here to entertain.
It's about the impact that you're putting on that community.
And when he earned enough to leave, he stayed. A story of basketball, hip-hop, and rapper Nipsey Hussle.
Life is really a marathon.
Listen now, wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Peacock. I love it! It's streaming your favorite shows, movies, live sports, breaking news, exclusive originals. It's The Office. That's what she said. Chrisley Knows Best.
It's gonna be Todd's Way or the Highway.
And Peacock original shows like Punky Brewster.
Holy macanoli.
So whether you're in the mood for every live WWE pay-per-view or every episode of Law & Order SVU, Peacock's got you covered. Peacock. Watch for free, upgrade for more. Stream now at peacocktv.com.